Hello my dear students, myself Rita Rani. Today I am again with you with a new video of a new chapter. Today I will explain a poem from English literature book of class 9th. But before starting the explanation of the poem, I would like to request you all, please subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now. And if you like this video, don't forget to give your likes and share it with your friends also. Let's move to the poem. Today I will explain poem number 6, No Men Are Foreign, written by James Kirkup. Before starting the explanation of the poem, I would like to tell you something about the poet of this poem, James Kirkup. My dear students, to understand any literary work or any creation, it is very necessary to know about the creator of that creation. Then only we can get the real idea or actual spirit of that creation. That is why I would like to give you a brief introduction of the poet of this poem, so that you can get the actual spirit of this great creation. James Kirkup was the director of the Social Market Foundation. He was the former executive editor also of politics for the Telegraph. He was a lobby journalist. This term is used in United Kingdom for political journalist. James Kirkup was the member of a group of highly trained specialist reporters. Actually, these specialist political reporters have special permissions given by political authorities. So you can say that James Kirkup was a great journalist also. He was a lobby journalist for 16 years. He was a prolific poet. Means he gave a great contribution in literature. He composed several dozen poems and wrote 6 volumes of autobiography. So not only in the field of journalism, in the field of literature, his contribution was amazing. This is James Kirkup. He was born on 23rd April 1918 in England. He died on 10th May 2009. He gave his contribution in the field of poetry, fiction, journalism. Here I have mentioned 3 names of his famous books. 3 famous books names: I, Of All People, No More Hiroshimas. He completed his university education, college education from Grey College, Durham, from Durham University. So it was a brief introduction of the poem. Now let's move to the poem. I have mentioned here a few difficult words with their meanings. You all can note down these words with their meanings. It will help you to understand the text of the poem. A stranger, the person whom we do not know at all. Foreign means except our country, all the other countries are foreign. A country other than ours. Harvest, the produce, the crops which we get from field. Wake, to get up. Recognize, to identify. Deprive, to spoil something, to pollute something. Betray, to cheat, means if we do some fraud. Dispose, to prevent someone to have something, to use something. Outrage, feeling of anger or shock, means expression of anger, outrage. So students, you can note down these words in your notebook. It will help you a lot. Now I am giving the brief introduction of the poem. You can say It is a type of central idea of the poem. The title of the poem, No Men Are Foreign. It means that the no man belonged to another country. Means our identity regarding our countries, means different nationalities we have, but above all these different nationalities we have a common identity that we all are living on the same planet, we all are human beings. The poet wants to say that all men are same, all men are equal. Actually this poem tells about the concept of global brotherhood, universal brotherhood and equality. All of us have a common feeling of love and a common resource of our life in spite of different nationalities, religion, color, caste, all these differences. Means above all these differences, we have a common feeling of love and a common resource of our life. So on the basis of this similarity, we can say that we are not strangers to one another. We all are brothers. We all are the members of the same family. We all are living on the same planet. All the people, all the men are same. They eat, live, die. Means we all take food to survive. We all are living our lives in more or less in the same way. Means in early morning we get up, in the night we go to sleep, we take food to live. When we feel happy, we express our happiness. When we feel sad, we express our sadness through tears, through anger. So more or less we all are same. And in the end of our life, we all have to die. We all lie down on the same earth. Means on the same earth we take birth, on the same earth we go from this earth, means we die. Everyone gets the bounties of nature. Natural gifts are given by nature to each and every person. We all are using those natural gifts like sunshine, wind, water, rainfall, all these things are given by nature to everyone. We all are using them. So how can we say that we are foreigners, we are strangers to one another? Actually, this poem gives emphasis on universal brotherhood. Now let's move to the text of the poem. First stanza of the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. The poet is saying that we should always remember one thing, that we are not strangers. Why we are not strangers? We all are human beings. We all take birth on the earth and we all die on this same earth. So we are not strangers. Though we have the different nationalities, different identities, but above all these different identities, we all have a common identity, that is we are human beings. No country is foreign. Our countries have their own borders. Even no countries are foreign because they all are the part of the same land. Beneath all the uniforms, our dresses are different, our languages are different, our food is different, our way to walk, way to talk, way to live, these differences can be there. But a single body breathes. But all these, in spite of all these differences, we all are same. We all are having the feelings. We all want to express our feelings. We all, the people are very sensitive. We react when we feel happy, when we feel sad, when we feel anger, we react. And those reactions are same. If somebody loves us, we want to give love in return. If somebody slaps us, we want to give the same return gift. If somebody behaves rudely, we become very rude to that person. These human tendencies are same everywhere. So how can we say that we are foreigners? Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. As we walk on the land, in the same way other human beings also walk on the same land. Is earth like this, in which we all shall lie, and on the same earth we lie down. Means in the end of our life, we all have to die on the same earth. So how can we say that we are foreigners? So in this stanza, poet is saying differences may be there, but above all these differences, we all are same. We are not foreigners. Let's move to the second stanza. In this stanza, the poet is saying that natural gifts have been provided by nature to us, and we all are using them in the same way. And for our survival, we all are doing hard work. We are using our hands for the survival of our body. We take food. All the human beings need food to live. They too are aware of sun and air and water. They are the natural gifts. These, like sunshine, air, water, these natural gifts have been provided by nature to us, and we all are very much aware of these gifts, and we all use them in the same way. Are fed by peaceful harvest. We all need food to live for our survival, and that food we get from our fields. Means crops. Means everywhere in the world, in each and every country, we get food from our field, and this food is very much required for our survival. By the war's long wintered starve. And in tough situations, difficult times during the war period or any disaster, man-made either or natural disaster, people suffer a lot. They face hardships. Food insecurity can be there. And if food insecurity is there, people die due to starvation. It is common. If war is there, lots of people are killed during the war. And after the war also, lots of people die because of starvation, because of the after effects of the war. Simple, it applies on each and every country. Means if any country, food production is good, atmosphere is peaceful, people live happy in a peaceful life. If terrorist activities are there, war is there, crime is there, any natural calamity occurred, then naturally food insecurity will be there, people will die of starvation, and lots of problems will take place. People suffer a lot. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read. Simply, each and every country, people use their hand to do their work. And in their lines we read. Means they use a communication medium also to express their feelings, to convey their thoughts to the others. A labor not different for our own. Means the way to work, that is not different from one country to another. In each and every country, for the survival, people do the work, and for that they use their hand. To communicate with others, they use language. Language can be different, but medium is required. This is similar. Means it is a similarity that everywhere people are using communication medium, people are using their hand for work. So on the whole, we can say, besides all these differences, similarities are also there. In the third stanza, the poet is talking about the similarities. Remember, they have eyes like ours. They wake. That wake. Means all the human beings have the eyes to see, to look, to get up. Means in the early morning, we all open our eyes, we all get up, we all leave our beds, and in the night, we all go to the bed, we close our eyes to sleep. So we all are using our eyes to see, to wake up or sleep, and strength that can be won. We all are having the powers and strength, and this power, that strength can be won by love, not by power or strength. Simply, anybody can be won by good behavior, by love, by affection, but nobody can be won. We cannot force anyone in front of us with our rude behavior, by our rude behavior, or with force, with strength. Strength can be won by love. If we do good to others, if we give love, affection, sympathy to others, easily we can win their hearts, though they are more powerful, even though they can be won easily by our good behavior. But with arrogancy, with rude behavior, we cannot win anybody, we cannot force anyone. And this human tendency applies on each and every human being in each and every country. By love in every land in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Means in all the countries this can be seen, means this human tendency can be understood, can be seen, can be realized everywhere. If you are in India, you behave politely to others, then others will answer, others will reply, others will behave with you politely. It applies in other countries also. If you go somewhere else, or if you talk to a person who live in England or America or anywhere, politely, if your behavior is good, language is sweet, that other person will also behave in the same way. It may be that your language and his or her language may be different, but the sweetness, the goodness of the behavior can be easily recognized, can be easily realized by the people, those whose language is completely different. Feelings can be realized, feelings can be felt easily. So, human tendencies are more or less same. Now in the fourth stanza, let us remember whenever we are told. In this stanza, the poet is saying that we always remember this fact that we are brothers. We are not strangers. We are living on the same planet. So we should not be misguided. We should not be controlled by the evil powers. When they instigate us, they misguide us to harm our own brothers, to kill our own brothers, we should remember that we are not killing others, we are not harming others, we are harming our own brothers. We are harming our own purity, we are spoiling our own personality. Let us remember whenever we are told, whenever any evil force tells us to hate our brothers, whenever evil forces instigate us to hate our brothers, means whenever jealousy takes place, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray and condemn. Means if hatred, jealousy, anger, these feelings are taking place, we are controlled by these feelings, we are instigated by these feelings, and we do harm, we do wrong to our brothers. We are not harming our brothers, we are not doing any wrong deed to others, we are harming our own self, we are spoiling our own purity, the purity of our soul. We are spoiling that. We are not preventing others to get something, to have something. We are preventing our own self because we are hurting, we are harming our own people. We are not cheating other people, we are not betraying other people, we are befooling our own self, we are condemning our own character. So we always remember this thing कि whenever we are doing anything wrong to others, we are doing wrong to our own self because we are harming our planet. We are harming the atmosphere of our own planet, own land. Remember, we who take arms against each other. We are taking arms to whom? The people, those who are our own. So we are not taking arms against others. We are taking arms against our own people. It means against our own self. Actually, through this stanza, the poet is giving a lesson to the people, those who take part in terrorist activities or unsocial activities. People should not do this. They should understand that they are harming humanity. They should not take part in such type of activities. Unnecessarily they do all these wrong deeds just because of their anger, jealousy, hatred, because these feelings control them. So we should not controlled by such type of feelings. These feelings are arisen by the evildoers or the wicked people. They try to instigate us, and we should not be controlled by such type of wicked people, wicked, evil sources. Now let's move to the last stanza of the poem. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence. Means whenever we are controlled by the evil forces just because of our hatred, jealousy and anger, we forget that this fire of hatred or jealousy is spoil the innocence of the air. It means it spoil the peace of the atmosphere on our land. That is everywhere on our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Means the peace, the air of innocence on our planet, this is our own. And we are spoiling this innocence, love, purity, peace, affection, humanity. All these we are spoiling just because of hatred, jealousy, anger. The fire of these feelings are spoiling the purity, the beauty of the atmosphere. So we should not do this. We should not be controlled by evil forces. We should just remember one thing in our mind, that we all are human beings. We belong to the same planet. We are not foreigners. We are not strangers. This concept of global brotherhood or universal brotherhood has been presented in a very heart-touching manner by James Kirkup in this poem. So that's all for the explanation part. Now let's move to the questions. Here I am giving a few questions. You all can note down these questions and practice them in your notebook. First question is, what does the poet mean by saying no man, country, foreign? Already I have explained that we belong to the same land. We all are living on the same land. We all are human beings. So nobody is a stranger, nobody is foreigner. Does the earth unite us in a sense? On the earth, we all get natural gifts given by nature. How are the eyes of everyone similar according to the poet? In the morning, we open our eyes to get up. At night, we close our eyes to sleep. We use our eyes to see, to watch. So, we all are similar. In stanza 1, find the 5 ways. Means you have to note down the 5 similarities. We all are alike. How can strength be won according to the poem? Strength can be won by love, affection, by good behavior. Strength cannot be won by strength. So that's all for this poem, my dear students. Questions also I have given. Thank you very much. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.